What are you doing here? Oh, right, but did he not tell you that he's not gonna be back for a while? I mean, I I don't know, maybe another hour, two at least. I mean, he went on to get some food, and when you came over, I assumed that he would have texted you or something, right? Oh, your phone's dead. Do you need a charger or anything? I can give you mine if you want. Yeah, just come in. I promise, there's no problem at all. I'll grab it for you, and yeah, here you go. How about you don't lose it this time, okay? You know, I remember last time I let you borrow my charger, you lost it, and we had to look all over the house to find it. I don't care how long ago it was. I never forget, okay? And those chargers aren't cheap. Yeah. Okay, let me take your coat for you. No, no, it's not any trouble at all. I promise. And speaking of, do you remember back while we were in school? I remember you had the biggest crush on me, and you used to come over, and I would always offer to do things for you, and you'd flush so hard. It was always like you thought you were hiding it, but you never were. And there you go. Still bright red. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but we were just stupid kids. And it's not like you still have a crush on me. We're a lot older now, and things have changed. But, you know, the more I think about it, rather than red, you kind of look like a tomato. It's kind of cute. I'm sorry. I won't laugh at you. Well, hey, since we're both here and since my brother likes to take forever to get food, do do you want to, you know, watch something? We can watch a movie or just some YouTube videos if you want. All right. And what do you want to watch? Huh? It's my pick? You sure about that? I don't think you should be asking me what I want to watch, because you and my brother always said I have horrible taste. Alright, well, don't say I didn't warn you, okay? How about we watch. Anastasia! And now you remember why you shouldn't let me choose. Yeah, it's a kid's movie, but it's my favorite. I swear, it doesn't matter how many times I see it, I'm always excited to watch it. Well, it's too late now. I've already chosen, so now, yeah, get over here. Then you can watch it with me. And honestly, watching it reminds me of the good old days when it would be you and me. Usually, my brother didn't want to watch anything with us because he was always busy playing games in his room. But we would bundle up, put the blankets together, and watch the same cartoons over and over again. You know, I I know I was teasing you earlier, but do you ever regret it? Not to sound so dramatic, but just back then, things seemed a lot easier. We were younger, and it just felt like we could do anything. We were just stupid kids, but everything else, so amazing. Being able to sit on the couch with you, just hanging out, and then as we got older, you started hanging out more with my brother, and we all went off to college, and we kind of broke apart. I I just kind of miss it. I miss that feeling I used to have. where it felt like nothing mattered. We were gonna watch whatever we wanted to watch. We never had to worry about what was gonna happen tomorrow. Listen, I I know I haven't really spoken to you ever since we left. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being a jerk to you all the way back then. I know I always poked fun at you. You obviously so in love with me, and I always teased you about it. I would always just make fun of you, and I guess I was kind of a jerk for playing it off. I mean, part of me always thought you were joking, but another part of me, I was scared. I got distant because I was afraid of the truth, and I was stupid. I was an idiot. I was just a high school kid, too afraid to know what you wanted. I didn't know what to say or what to do or anything. I was just scared. I didn't want to mess things up, and I didn't know if it would be permanent or temporary or maybe it would ruin everything between us. And you and my brother and I, we've been so close, all three of us, for so long. And if things went badly between us, then everything would be messed up. I didn't want that to happen. I wanted to keep you in my life, even if it meant I had to act like I was just hating on you every time it seemed like you liked me, teasing you about your red cheeks. The truth is, I I really liked you too. I was I was afraid. I don't know why, but I was afraid that if we started dating, I would mess everything up. I guess what ended up happening was I just messed up everything before we even had the chance to see. Kind of ironic, isn't it? I ruined it. I ruined everything, and I really wish I could go back in time and we just do it all again, but this time I do everything right. I wouldn't have been so mean to you, and I wouldn't have always made fun of you. I wouldn't have acted like all of your little secret confessions were just jokes. I just wish I could. I wish I could turn back time and say sorry. Sorry to the person that I hurt back then, and sorry to the person you are now. I just want to hug you and hold you close, and I want to tell you exactly how I really felt. I, I know I probably shouldn't have brought any of this up. It's it's just been between us for so long, and I haven't seen you in so long. I figured this might be my only chance to tell you. I wanted to tell you the truth, so um, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. If I'm being honest, I I love you. I love you so much, and I have. I've loved you for a long time, and I've been in denial for so long. I can't even tell you why. I'm sorry I was such an idiot. I've loved you for so long, and I shouldn't have been afraid. I should have just told you the truth. Everything could have been perfect between us. Sometimes I wonder how different our lives would have been had I been honest with you all those years ago. If I hadn't pretended. But I guess it's too late now, right? Too late to turn back time. I just want to make things right between us, okay? So between you and me, I'm being honest with you, and I don't want you to tell my brother or anybody else. But I do still love you. I do. I loved you when we left for college, and every single day I hoped that maybe you'd come with me. I know you've always wanted to travel around and just go anywhere you want, and you probably wouldn't want to come to the local college that I went to, but I wanted you there. It felt like it could be a fresh start, you know? Like I could just leave everything behind, but maybe that would be too good to be true. I, I guess I would have been better off just telling you everything, but in my mind, I just wanted to figure out a way to make it all work somehow. But I guess now you know, right? The secret's out. Now things between you and me are gonna be awkward. I mean, I hope not. Obviously, you came over to my house, but you didn't have the intention of seeing me. Probably thought you could just stop by and play some games with my brother and have a nice night. Now you're sitting next to your old high school crush, and he's confessing all of his feelings to you. I guess anybody else in your situation would just leave. It's probably a lot to take in, isn't it? I guess everything's not completely over, right? Unless you want it to be. But we aren't in high school anymore, and I can't start all over again. I guess maybe you can tell my brother. He'll definitely make fun of me, dragging it up after all this time. He used to tease me about how you and I were. He knew. He knew I had feelings for you too. He was like our little wigman. I wonder if he thought we would end up together. I mean, you haven't said anything, so I guess it's not completely off the table yet. Do you think we could be together? I mean, you don't have to answer that right now. Hey, I know all of this is definitely sudden, but I do miss you, and I want to talk to you more. It's been so long. Just being able to hang out with you, we could watch movies again, have nights together. And I guess when you have a sleepover, it's a bit weirder when you're older, but we can take things slow. We can catch up on life and learn about each other again. I used to remember all of the little things that you used to like. I remember every time you'd bring snacks to class. At one point, I was even considering bringing you some. And I almost got some when I heard that you would come tonight, but honestly, I was scared. I was scared that maybe you would reject me, maybe you would have some hatred towards me after all these years, or maybe you even thought that I hated you, or maybe I wouldn't even have a chance with you at all. Maybe I do. Maybe if I'm not too delusional, too crazy, we could be together, right? I've wanted to be with you for so long. I've tried to fall in love with someone else, and it never happened. I met other girls in college, and I told myself that I needed to get over this heartbreak. I need to get over all of these thoughts. But I never fell in love. Every girl I talked to, every person that tried to flirt with me, nothing ever clicked. I never had any desire to go out on any dates, learn about them. It was always you, just stuck in my head. I was always comparing them to you, and I felt like I couldn't escape. It was like you were tormenting me. Your laugh, your smile, and everything else about you. I just couldn't forget it. I couldn't let you go. I know my brother's probably going to be home soon, and I wouldn't be able to tell you as many times as I want. And maybe it's a bit too soon to even really be saying this much, since you and I aren't even together, but I just want you to know my feelings. I want you to know how badly I've missed you, and I hope that I can earn your love again. That you'll even love me again, all the same. But yeah, just spend this time with me until my brother comes back. Then the three of us can hang out, just like old times. Then, if you want, I can come over to your place. I can just tell my brother that I'm walking you home, but I can come over, and then maybe we can have all of those conversations that we always wanted. And this time actually be honest to each other. Then we won't have to hold back our feelings anymore. I don't have to worry about saying I love you. And then I guess we can see if this works out. I have this need to tell everybody that I always was so in love with you. I still am. But he's probably about to be here, so maybe I should back off a little bit. We can talk about this more later, okay? I love you. I really do, okay? I promise.